Hi, this is Palash Patel. I'm presenting the presentation of statistics for decision making. Introduction. In this particular slides discuss that this report focus at analyzing a specific use of the statistical technique which can be in such a scenario as a causes of that of possible the faithful voyage of the Titanic. The different variables because they offer an initial look at the information that is accessible. More assumptions are made for hypothesis testing with a special reference to the equality of means testing using two sample t-tests. The next few subtopics describe regression analysis in details, with the first part offering a demonstration of a simple linear regression of two numerical variables to develop a predictive model. Go to the next slides about the data. This slide is showing that Titanic is a database that give information about passengers on a Titanic with respect to their demographic profile and mode of their traveling. They include the following fields: the passenger field, which uniquely identifies the passengers in this data set individually, and therefore making this field distinct for each passenger. The sex field that categorizes passengers based on their sex, and age field that denotes age of passengers at which they embarked on this voyage. Go to the next slides. Graphical analysis of data. This slide is showing graphical analysis of data. This slide is showing that the result of the t-test show that there is a statistical significant differences between the ages of the passengers who survived the Titanic disasters and those who did not. This study provides strong evidence to reject the null hypothesis that there is no differences in mean age. The negative t-static indicates that the average age of the passengers who did not survive was greater than that of their survivors at the 0.05 significance level. The critical t-value for a two-tailed test in 91.966 and with 401 16 calculated degrees of freedom, there is substantial evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Go to the next slide. Linear regression. Slide showing that this regression outputs summarize the result of a simple linear regression analysis that examined the relationship between the dependent variable age and the independent variable age with r squared value of 0.072. Changes in the independent variable account for the about 7.2% of the dependent variables variability. Uh, the regression model is significant predicting the dependent variable. Go to the next slide. Multiple regression analysis. A combined effect of a family size, age, and a pair may account for about 9.4% of the dependent variables variability. Even if the value is small, this model has a far greater explanatory power than simpler ones, with a strong F statistic of 14.40 and a very low p-value of 6.1 e slash 09. The ANOVA table demonstrates that the regression model is highly significant in predicting the dependent variable by examining the coefficients, we can deduce that the insert term represent the expected value of the dependent variable when all the independent variables are set to 0. Go to the next slide. Performance of both recognize regressions. A slide is showing that the simple linear regressions reveals that the independent variable is explained about 7.2% of the variability in the dependent variable with an R squared value of 0.072 because it makes use of multiple linear regression model to seconds. R squared value is 0.094, which is higher. The results show that the independent factors, family size, age, and pair, account for about 9.4% of the variations in the dependent variable when taken together. Model 2 gives a more accurate representations of the data than model 1 does, as shown by the R squared values. Go to the next slides. Conclusion. The slide is showing that Model 2 and Model 1 have important theoretical conception for decision making and organizational systems. For example, when one variable like age predicted the dependent variable, then Model 1 might be helpful for decision making based on trend in age. However, it is necessary to use a comprehensive their theory in order to handle the many linkages and interdependencies of enterprises when the model involves two or more variables, as is the case in model 2 with family size, age, and pair.